What is a career break? So I've been working a stable job for 6 years, in the same career for 11. The pay is decent, the benefits are great, and even recently it has gone from merging 2 of my passions to 3 of my passions. But I was becoming less satisfied. Things were repetitive, and I could see myself doing the same stuff for the next 30 years. And thinking about that was compounding my dissatisfaction. Seeing my whole life mapped out in front of me, I started feeling a lack of control. I had very few minutes in my day to direct towards my passions, like reading, which is really important to me, or learning, or changing. And this gnawing feeling was growing and growing until one day I stumbled across a TED Talk by Stefan Sagmeister.
Right now we spend about 25 years of our lives learning, then there's another 40 years reserved for working, and then tucked on at the end of it are about 15 years for retirement. And I thought it might be helpful to basically cut off 5 of those retirement years and intersperse them in between those working years.
That resonated with me. I eventually decided I was going to take a risk, take a year off. But why right now? The economy is in the tank. Why not save up some money, wait a little while, think about it, and other things people would say. I decided that waiting a year or 2 was just an excuse, the kind of loop that people get caught in when they tell themselves that they're going to leave a toxic relationship. Even when you know it's going to be good for you in the long run, it's really easy to lie to yourself when you're staring something challenging in the face. But mostly, I wanted to do this while I was still young enough to have it shape me. So off to the land of no paychecks I went. I knew I was going to be moving around a lot, so the first thing I did is I sold my editing computer to a cool coworker, and then I bought myself a mobile one. Then I hopped on a plane to somewhere warm to start planning my year off. I drove golf carts on the streets and highways in California, and knocked off bucket list items like driving a convertible through Los Angeles, and many other awesome things that I'm sure we have all dreamed of.
Hey Siri, cancel all my alarms. Forever.
Okay, all your alarms have been turned off.
And thus far I have found what I was looking for. I rest when I feel like it, I read whenever I want, and I grow whenever I need. I've been taking an online class in video production and honing my skills there, and I'm learning more about audio production and have seen some improvement, or have heard some improvement. But along the way so far I've learned some hard lessons. It's easy to just get up at noon if you want and sleep in all the time when you don't set alarms. And when you do that, your productivity hits the floor. And then when that happens, you hate yourself, which in turn affects your productivity and creates a negative spiral of doom. When you put all your eggs in one basket or laptop and then you melt it, you're kind of fucked. And not having a paycheck coming in for the first time in 15 years hits hard.
And perhaps worst of all, the feeling that drowns your every second. The feeling that no one is setting direction in your life but you, which you think would be freeing, but is actually paradoxically paralyzing.
I returned to realize that there's give and take in every situation, even if it's just you. My top 2 book recommendations for the past month are Deep Work by Cal Newport and the Elon Musk biography by Ashley Vance, which, though not without its problems, is one of the most page-turner ebooks I've read in a very long time. Highly recommended. I've been honing my video shooting, editing, and motion graphics skills, and I'm pretty happy with the latest Calgary Expo cut, and apparently so are the Calgary Expo people. I've started some wildly ambitious projects, and I hosted an event for the Alberta YouTubers group. What's that? This guy with his crippling fear of public speaking organized and hosted an event and spoke at it of his own choice? Okay, my sister helped a lot, but still, progress.
That's a lot of ups and downs in a short period of time. But this adventure seems nevertheless bright and exciting. And I can't wait to see what else this year might bring.
Hey Siri. That was supposed to work.